Glad Boy just turned around. This nigga threw the mic off the stage. I'm like, what?
Oh my God. I could do an Elmo voice, which is hella rare.
Do it.
Mr. Noodle.
Oh!
Hey, Jesus, tickle me Elmo.
You remind me. Shattered my growth plate, tore a ligament, and dislocated my ankle. Like, my shit was hanging off to the side.
God damn.
I have 14 screws and 2 plates in my left ankle.
Welcome to another episode of B-Roll. I'm your host, Barlow. Today we're going to be kicking it with a good friend of mine. This person been making a lot of buzz on the internet and on social media regarding his music and rollout. Today we're going to get a quick insight on his creative process as soon as he come pick me up.
No, I'm not your typical passenger princess. Sorry, I'm just a boy. Speaking of passenger princess, what was the inspiration behind your new EP?
Women.
Women?
Yeah.
Can you go a little bit deeper in that?
Pause. But to be honest, bro, like, I grew up around women. You know what I'm saying? My mom, single mom. I got an older sister. She was there for, my childhood. So, I just was kind of around women as a kid. And so, like, rapping is cool. I love rapping, don't get me wrong. But if women ain't listening to your music, like, what are you doing it for real?
Yeah.
I can rap all day, but I want some estrogen around me.
Nah, we need that balance as men. Otherwise, we'll start acting like the Romans. We all know what they did.
For real.
What was the creative process behind the EP?
So usually my process when it comes down to projects, for the most part, I'll just start recording. I'll go through these periods in time where I record a lot. And so it really just started out like as a group of songs. And then school was basically on some shit like, hey bro, we should drop something for Valentine's Day. And I was like, damn, you right. And I always drop my music on Wednesdays, cause I like dropping off cycle. Everybody like in the industry, they all drop on Fridays. So I was just like, a while ago, I did some shit called Will Hill Wednesdays. I'd never call it that again because that shit lame as hell. But I just drop on Wednesdays. And so Valentine's Day fell on a Wednesday this year. And I had a few records in the tuck. Shout out to Isaiah Falls. That was one of probably like the first records that I recorded. Link Up with him on the tape. And I don't know, I had a few other songs and I was like, man, this is kind of dope. I like this group of songs. I like where this is. And so essentially, bro, just took those and then I was like, I need to add some interludes, something, a couple things to just glue it together as a project.
Yeah.
And the In Your City interlude, like, I don't know. It was,
a lot of projects these days don't even like take time out to put interludes and introductions to projects no more.
Yeah.
It's like that's like some real classic shit. It brings the story together, or the album or EP together.
Yeah. A lot of people don't do projects no more. A lot of people will release singles until they pop off, and then they'll do an EP, and then after that they'll do like another EP and then an album. But I don't know. I don't like conforming to like industry standards for real. So I'm gonna throw an interlude on there because that's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want to hear, stuff like that. I want to hear a storyline, something that makes me feel like I'm in a movie or some type of story.
I'm glad you mentioned movie because I know you're a movie buff. And I noticed a lot of your projects had this cinematic photography in it. Mm-hmm. With the Passenger Princess EP, it was like a scene from a movie. Who shot that cover?
Yvette Glasgow.
Yvette Glasgow. You did your thing, girl.
Yeah, Yvette not gonna lie to you. Recently, so like my in-house photographer is Tyler Thomas, and Tyler's fire. Tyler helps me still with like he'll help me with coming up with certain ideas or just creative direction. But since I've been targeting women, I was like, it makes sense to work with women as far as curating a picture or a vibe or cinematic type of photography. And so I was working with Ryder's fire too. Mm-hmm. She did the What's That cover, and then she did Looking at the Moon Through the Sunroof. Okay. And then Yvette did Money on the Floor, and she did
which all are like really good pictures, man. Good covers, man.
Yeah. Working with black women, bro, is gonna set you up for success every time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Shout out to the sisters.
Yeah.
Who was the producers on the EP?
This EP, Hollywood Cole has 3 on there.
Yeah.
Lyle LaDuff, shout out my boy Lyle. Who else? Dre Wisdom. What's that? That's 5, I think, right now. Isaiah Falls. He was a feature, but he produced the first song as well.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first song? Was it Passenger Princess?
Nah, first song is Link Up.
Okay.
Baby,
yeah.
He produced that and he was on the hook too. The second song is Like This, Like That. That was Dre Wisdom. And what's the third song? I forgot, but I know Cole produced it. Damn, I'm missing one producer, bro. Isaiah Falls, Dre Wisdom, Hollywood. Oh, Ashton McCray out of LA. Ashton Fire. He produced Passenger Princess.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. That's like my favorite song so far on the EP. Mm-hmm. Like the beat is really, really like player.
Ashton is hard, bro.
Do you got a favorite song so far?
I ain't gonna lie, Off My Mind is my favorite.
Yeah.
And Leave the Party is a close second.
Leave the Party is my second.
Leave the Party, like that boy cold, man. That boy different. But Off My Mind is a cold beat too. And I think I like that just cause it's so like infectious. That hook is, you gonna hear that in your head like over and over, even when the song is done. You gonna hear it, I can't get you off of my mind.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that is a good song.
And so, and I took a different approach with some writing techniques on that song. The second verse I recorded way after I recorded the first verse. Like I think that second verse of that song that was the last thing I did before I turned the tape in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you recently went to New York.
Yep.
What was the sole purpose behind that trip, and what were you trying to accomplish while you was out there?
Any trip that we do, when we take trips, the main purpose is to grow our network. So meeting new people, forming new relationships. That's always the main goal. Anything else is to just shoot any type of content. So this time, yeah, we met a few people, but we shot content, and I think the content that's gonna come from that is gonna be good. But we also just setting up future plays, just as far as making moves in different cities.
Did you do something with Daily Jams while you was out there? Yeah,
we shot like a content piece. He's doing some new like a new content. I forget the word, but it's some new shit that he's doing. Shout out Shaq, Daily Gems, man. They working over there, man.
I follow the Daily Gems page. The new shit that he's doing, is it I don't know if you saw it, but it was like a freestyle maybe that Jay Worthy did. Is that this new shit you talking about?
I can't remember if I saw that one, but Shaq diversifies. That's one thing I like about Shaq. He like he'll do different types of videos. So he'll have somebody come in and they'll do an in studio, and when I say studio, like his film studio, they'll come in and they'll do a song that they've already put out, but then he's been doing this thing where it's more street style, where he's pulling up and doing things in public saying? It'd be an existing song, and it'll just rock out in the public place. But
Yeah.
it's dope. Like he does a couple different things. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jay Worthy thing was an actual freestyle.
Okay. How big of an impact did New York culture play a part in your music?
It's huge for a few different reasons. One, Jay-Z is my favorite rapper, so I mean that's off rip, that's Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Biggie's up there too, just because like I'm a huge fan of the drums. My dad plays the drums recreationally. He's not professional with it, but he's nice. And so when you listen to Biggie raps to the drums. Like Biggie has drum cadences when he raps. And so that's something that's dope to me, and I try and emulate that sometimes when I'm rapping.
The Ready to Die album did have some nice ass drums, bro. That's probably, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Crazy. Even down to Mace and how like chill and laid back he is, but still player. Like I feel like Mace opened the door for niggas like Dom Kennedy in a sense.
Yeah.
Even like some people would say Too Short, but at the same time you still got Maces that really
Mace's,
help. You know,
his voice is way more chill.
Exactly. So that's like just the background of New York. But then you got like when I was in high school, my nigga Perry, he came down to Atlanta. He from Harlem originally. Him and his family came down here, and to be honest, bro, that was probably like one of the main catalysts for me being a rapper.
Yeah.
Just because before then, I knew it was possible because of niggas like Bow Wow, but it just seemed that much more attainable. Perry was the first nigga I've ever seen with an in-home studio.
In high school?
Yes, bro. He had got him a job. He had saved up like 4 bands. He had a MacBook. I think at the time it was a actual Mac, like the desktop Mac. And when he got that, he had got the Mac, he had got the microphone, he had the interface, he had everything that he needed to have in order to record music in his crib. And that was, bro, for me that was like a change in eras, because before then everything was like, oh, you gotta go to the studio, you gotta take your CD up to the radio station. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the perception of what the music industry was back then. So it was just like, man, seeing that was like, damn, okay, so you can do this without having to go to like a real studio. And so that was one of the main things. And we were in a conglomerate called Home Team, High Off Music Entertainment. And yeah, bro, like we were just rapping. But Perry was down here, but everybody else in Home Team was still up in Harlem. So my boy, Perry's older brother, Microphone Preview, and Preview also had a record deal at one point too. So that was also like everything seemed so attainable.
In high school, a record deal?
Preview was older than Perry, so he had already had his record deal. He wasn't in high school when he had the record deal.
Okay.
But he had already had it, so it seemed attainable. Like somebody I know had a record deal. That's dope. And then you had Perry. Perry was producing on his brother's like records. So that's that, and it's like, damn, I'm working with these dudes. They doing shit in the music industry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then you had Sinatra, you had T-Shine, shout out T-Shine. There was a couple other ones, I think Mr. Thomas. It was a few of us, and we was just rapping, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was dope.
Sound like a freaking Dungeon Family.
Low key, or like, you know what I'm saying? 2-9.
Yeah.
Like Wu-Tang, like one of those type of things where you got a lot of different people that's doing their own thing, but just they still move as a unit. And that was dope, bro. That opened my eyes to a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. That kind of the influence from New York and just how they was moving. That was like those two things. Like I'm saying, like the Jay-Z's, the Maces, the Biggies, and then you combine that with the people that I knew from New York. It was amazing, bro. Like Perry was showing me just different things as far as like working with people from Paris.
Damn.
Yeah, at the time, like, bro, one of my first songs ever was produced by this guy named Mythsizer that was from Paris. And it's just so dope, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That part of the journey was amazing. I edited that video. Like, that's one thing I'll say, bro. For me, I've always been DIY. I'm low-key rambling, but I've always been DIY because it's just like,
what that mean?
Do it yourself.
Yeah.
People always, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be waiting forever if you waiting on somebody else to help you out.
Who are your biggest artistic influences? It don't have to be a rapper. It can be anybody. But if it is a rapper, you can say it.
Artistic influences. She low-key gonna hate me for saying this if she ever see it, but Regan Houston.
Who is that?
We're not gonna go too deep into it, but Regan showed me a different side of just what it is to be an artist.
Yeah.
And how to carefully craft what you want to do just overall. So she put me on like pitch decks and making treatments for videos and just having more structure within the artistic realm to be able to express what you want to do for, like, in order to communicate that to whoever else you're working with so that it makes it a much better and seamless process. I'm not gonna lie, man, she's super influential when it comes to that, just because I was doing some good things, but ever since she put me on game about those, I've definitely stepped up everything that I've done. And then
that's fine.
Another person is Hollywood Cole.
Yeah.
Just for a few different reasons. He's different, bro. He's different. And when it comes to just being an artist in this day and age, just being true to who you are and still taking influences from before. So just a mix of different things, but Regan is up there.
Shout out to Regan.
Yeah, anybody else that I would say is just me just kind of like picking up on game and things like that, but Regan changed just how I view certain things in the music industry and just in being an artist in general.
Can you describe your favorite venue for performing?
Ooh. So far,
Is Center Stage one of them?
Center Stage was cool. It was cool, but I like, out of the small venues so far, and when I say small, I'm thinking like 300 capacity.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard to say favorite venue because the venue is more so like the performance is more so tied to the experience that I had when performing.
Okay.
And probably the best experience is Smith's Old Bar, No Wasted Motion concert.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Right,
that was actually my first time being in there, and overall, it was a nice venue. I didn't even know. I passed by that bar all the fucking time. I never knew they had a venue for performers.
Yeah, bro, they remodeled it so it looked a lot better than it used to, bro. It used to be nothing but carpet upstairs, but now they pulled up the carpet and it's hardwood. But that night, bro, that night was fire.
Which skills have you gained to help you perform effectively in your music? as far as like performing over time? What skills have you picked up to perform better?
Confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence and practice. And to be honest with you, falling flat on my face. There's been a few times where, you know what I'm saying, I had the big head. I'm coming into the performance like, I got this, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I got this in the bag, and not thinking that I needed to rehearse or do anything like that. And it's been times where I forgot my words in front of, you know, hundreds of people that's paid money.
Yeah.
And so that was a real humbling experience for me, and it just showed me like, rehearse, practice, bro. Like Kobe practice, Michael Jordan practice, LeBron practices, everybody practices. And you're never too cool to try hard, especially if it's something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Because if you try hard at what you're passionate about, then you're gonna come out on top. And nobody ever was clowned for being great at something.
Yeah.
You know, unless it was something great that was stupid, like a hot dog eating
I
contest.
swear to God, I was about to say that. Jesus Christ, I was about to say hot dog eating contest.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can clown somebody for that, but at the end of the day, like, I don't even know how you practice for that. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, bro, like, falling flat on my face, bro, that's probably one of the biggest things that's just helped me perform better, because I was like, nah, I gotta do better than this. I am better than this. I gotta represent myself, my family better than this.
Yeah.
I hold myself to a higher standard. So practicing, just being better, man. And then studying. And when you study, you want to study people that are like leaders in their field. So Jay-Z isn't gonna give you theatrics like a Travis Scott would.
Yeah.
And I would compare myself to more of a Jay-Z than I would a Travis Scott. I love Travis Scott's music, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be jumping up on stage and having like roller coasters coming through the crowd.
And they had roller coasters coming through the crowd?
Hell yeah, bro, that shit's fire.
Fuck.
Bro, the stage design is immaculate when it comes to Travis Scott's concerts. And to a certain degree, I'm gonna have stage design, and I'm really gonna curate my experiences when it comes to concerts. But I also have to realize where I'm at and where I will be.
Yeah.
So that awareness is super important. And so one of the concerts that I like to revisit is Jay-Z B-Sides concert, and just look at that, because the only stage design he had for that concert is like the I-95 symbol in the back. And it's just like a blue neon sign, and that's it, bro. And he's just up there rapping his ass off, no backing vocals, and just confidence, bro. Just like
spitting.
Yeah, just spitting. And you know, there's people in the crowd that know the words, but at the end of the day, the fact that he's able to rap everything and just be confident and go through the motions of the concert, it's just so dope. And so that's one of the ones that I like to go back to. I watch different ones every now and again, and then just even going to concerts. I can't go to concerts and enjoy them. I'm always in study mode.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out like what can make my show better. A lot of people don't know that lights are super important for concerts.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
The energy that's coming across with them lights.
I noticed in your shows you correct lights a lot.
Yeah.
Can we get some blue lights? Can we get a red light? Can we get some purple going on?
Yeah, bro. Because if you don't take
Prince.
If you don't take control of the environment and the vibe, you just kind of a prisoner to what's going on. And them people that's working at them venues, they're getting paid minimum wage. Not like they're not really getting paid minimum wage, but when let's say you're the light tech for Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
You getting paid a lot more money than if you're just the house light tech for the night at Smith's Old Bar.
Yeah.
And the money that you're used to compared to this little gig on a Friday night from some local rapper, I'm gonna give them the basic lights.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting paid for this for real.
Yeah.
And so if they're coming into it with that mentality, then sometimes you just gotta show people how serious you are. And that also helps with your career, because if you showing people, I take this real seriously, then they gonna want to take it seriously too, because you know what I'm saying, like your people are impressionable. So if you saying, hey man, I want my lights like this, and if you give somebody them lights, then you kind of get a chance to maybe work with somebody in the future, because you see that this artist is taking himself seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, he might be going on tour soon.
Yeah,
He might need a light tech.
yeah.
And he might call on me. And so, I take everything super serious when it comes down to the music, and just making sure that I'm showcasing everything that I can. And I want everything to look good. I want everything to feel good. And yeah, bro, like it's super important to me.
Can you describe the situation when you accidentally threw the mic off the stage?
My song Benz on E, I was performing that. We at it was a big crit show at Terminal West. It was Merry Christmas, which is fire. It was a toy drive, dope experience. And so I'm performing my song Benz on E, and the last line of I think it's the first verse, but the last line is, let a nigga pitch, I'ma aim for the fence. And so really I was just trying to add some emphasis. Let a nigga pitch, I'ma aim for the fence. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do like some theatrics, so I'm using the microphone as a baseball bat. Lo and behold, the bottom of the microphone was unscrewed and the microphone flew.
I didn't even see the mic leave your hand. Black boy just turned around. This nigga threw the mic off the stage. I'm like, what?
Oh my god, bro. Shout out to Black Boy, bro. He had the microphone just waiting there. That nigga was just like this. Here, bro. And that shit was so far, because it was like, that was one of the moments where you see like everything had gone wrong in that moment. Like my face, everything. And it's just like he handed me the microphone and we just kept going. Like that's just one of them moments where you just gotta keep moving. You can't stop.
Yeah.
If you stop, then it's just like you're an amateur at that point. But it was dope, bro. It was dope. Shout out Big Crit. Shout out the Dutch. Shout out Black Boy. That was a real good show. About 600 people in the crowd. Luckily the microphone didn't hit nobody. Nobody was concussed. Nobody had to get stitches.
Yep. Heard somebody caught it actually.
That's what I heard. But then I got off the stage and this girl said something like, that microphone hit me. I was like, stop lying. I was like,
that's a heavy mic.
Yeah.
She lying. She wanted to holler.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I am
choosing up. She was choosing. She doesn't know what to do with it.
Not for real.
What are your career
goals? But then
goals?
a nigga came up to me and said, hey man, you hit me and my girl with the microphone. I don't know.
Hit two people at the same time?
That's what I'm saying. It's just one microphone.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe he was trying to holler too. We are in Atlanta.
Oh.
That's crazy.
What are your career goals?
Man, it's crazy. I just wrote down my 5-year plan recently. As far as music, I feel like a lot of people struggle with this, bro. I don't know whether to call it imposter syndrome or something or whatever, but I feel like I've talked to a lot of different musicians, and people will say, man, like, fuck the Grammys, and I was like that at a certain point, but I want a Grammy, bro, because to me that's the Super Bowl for music.
Yeah.
And it's like, as an NFL player, you want to win the Super Bowl. Like, you want that to be part of your legacy.
But they don't play it fair, though. You got the Beyonce situation. She got hella Grammys and not, album of the year? Something ain't right.
I just need one. I just need a Grammy. I just need to be a part of one. I don't need to have it.
Album of the year, just want the
Album of
trophy.
the year. Yeah, I'm in it for the Grammy, bro.
Different strokes for different folks.
You know what I'm saying? If I can have that paper that say I won a Grammy and I can show that to my mom, to me that's better than a college diploma.
Word.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I won a Grammy. I want to leave some type of legacy that just kind of shows a different blueprint, showing that you can do things on your own terms.
Yeah.
And man, I saw this thing the other day where it was talking about how Michael Jackson, he was so hell-bent on making sure that he was going above and beyond for his videos because everybody else's videos weren't about anything. It wasn't anything that was providing any type of cinematic value. It was just people putting out videos for the sake of putting out videos. And I was like, damn, history repeats itself.
Yeah.
Everything right now is just people putting out videos for the sake of having content, just to put it out.
It's no storytelling.
Exactly. And so it made me kind of realize, like, okay, I want to get back in that bag where we get real intricate with the releases and the storylines, the cinema, everything. I want to go crazy, bro. But yeah, my 5-year plan is really to just have a lot of output. Quality meets quantity. Leave a good legacy and just be true to myself. I don't want to sacrifice who I am for anything, honestly. So that's my biggest thing. But after I'm done, I won't even say after I'm done with music, but when I'm transitioning into my next career path, I know for sure I want to do voice acting. I'm always doing something with my voice, whether it's making sounds, making fun of people, as far as like voices and stuff like that. Like, I'm always doing something with my voice. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to do voice acting. So, I could do an Elmo voice, which is hella rare.
Do it. Do it.
Mr. Noodle.
Oh!
Hey, Jesus, tickle me elbow. This is Mr. Noodle.
Hey, sweetheart. Where you going?
Oh man. So yeah, bro. I don't know. This goofiness gotta go somewhere. I be feeling like people don't even know this side of me, so it's like, man, I gotta take this shit. Gotta take this shit to the pros.
If can you describe your dream project?
Me and the homies, we gonna go to a few different destinations, man. I'm thinking like Brazil, Japan, and then I want to say Greece, but the music in Greece is so just.
I heard it was
like,
booty, butt cheeks in Greece.
Yeah, so I don't know how much. Yeah, I don't know how.
You'll have to make a whole project just for Greece.
Yeah, and I don't know if I want to do that. So, maybe like Bali or something. I don't know, something exotic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Brazil, Japan. And when we go to Brazil, I'll probably hit Rio and then probably like Sao Paulo. Shout out my nigga Diego. He live in Sao Paulo. He'll plug everybody. But so yeah, we'll go to like few different destinations, record like maybe we record like 10 songs in each place.
Okay.
Of course, I'll have Hollywood Cole do the whole project. I'm thinking like 14 songs. I want to bring in like some live instrumentalists, but that'd probably be like post-production after we get the songs actually like fleshed out. We'll come back home and have the live instrumentalists and shit like that. But anybody that's like a 5 producer that we know, come out to Brazil, nigga, come out to Japan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like having that nigga Lyle come out to wherever we at. Let's say we in Brazil at the moment. Having him come out, because Lyle is amazing when it comes to sequencing records.
Yeah.
You know, so just bringing in different people for their strong suits and making the album amazing. And then on the back end of that, just spending a lot on marketing and like that superstar marketing. Like when back in the day when you used to see Mariah Carey be everywhere all at once, and you'd be like, God damn, bro, she is a mega superstar.
Yeah.
You know, like, we'll make that project go stupid.
So you in Brazil,
Yep.
and you stumble across a magic genie, and this genie said you only can have 5 features on this project, deceased or alive, 5 of them. Who will be your 5 features?
Jay-Z is one. Sade.
Nobody gets to see Sade.
That's what I'm saying. That'd be so fire.
That's the most low-key person in the world.
Michael Jackson.
Boom.
I feel like the hook on the Michael Jackson song would be nuts.
Butterflies is so fucking fire, bro. Damn, that's a dope ass song.
It's a great song. I had something in mind, but I'm low key. I want to switch it up. What we had 3?
3.
Patrice Rushen.
Who is that?
Patrice Rushen sings Remind Me. You remind me.
Yes.
Yeah. And then she sang the Forget Me Nots. They remade that song for the Men in Black soundtrack.
Ooh, okay. I know exactly who that is.
Yeah. So Patrice Rushen, she's fire.
One more.
Who else? So we got 2 women and 2 men right now?
Yeah.
Ronald Osley.
Ronald Osley, everything he touches a hit.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything.
We really ain't seen him like do nothing since he was
Kicking it with Kills.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was his name back then? It was Mr. Something.
Mr. Biggs.
Mr. Biggs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Ron Osley. Honorable mention, we gonna say Mac Miller, just cause I feel like that white boy had fun in the studio.
Yeah. I used to watch his show on MTV before I even wanted to do anything in entertainment. And the show actually looked fun. Like going on tour looked fun, making music look fun, being in the studio actually looked fun.
Shit.
How important is collaborating with other artists?
Man, collaboration is essential, especially when it comes to the music industry, really in life, to be honest with you. Like, you always gonna have to do things with other people.
This is a collaboration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, like, and you get to meet new people, and collaborate with them, and you just get to, as you collaborate, you basically just get to grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no point in collaboration where shrinkage happens.
Yeah.
Unless you're just a dickhead, but you know, collaboration just allows you to grow. It allows you to learn things from different people, from different perspectives, and it's the bee's knees.
Yeah. Who's your favorite artist to collaborate with right now, or so far?
It's a couple, for different reasons. So a lot of my collabs have been like, I'll send the record off and they'll send them back.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of those are excluded, and I'll be working more with people in person soon. But the top 2 are, I'm probably leaving some people out, but top 2 are Money Making Neat, because he is a rapping ass nigga, bro.
That nigga knows how to rap,
bruh. He gonna give you a history lesson inside of a rap verse. You're gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? What is that? What are you talking about? Like, but you gonna look it up and be like, oh, nigga, how did you fit that in a rap, bro? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? So Neek, because bro, he's the rapper's rapper, bro. He's like just a pure rapper, and he's fired that shit.
Yeah.
And then Pope Baby.
Yeah. I actually had the pleasure to sit in a session with y'all, and that motherfucker knows how to make music, bro. His energy is unmatched.
Yeah.
And he's a professional at the same time, and he's entertaining.
Thank you. That boy got. But yeah, Pope Baby,
They put chicken and pork? I need to step my Spanish up, man.
yeah. But yeah, Pope from the Pope, man. I'm going this way. And so, she took Playboy. She old. Pope from the Pope, man. He from Savannah, so he country. And like my upbringing, bro, I grew up going to Vicksburg, Mississippi in the summers, and Jackson, Mississippi, but that's where my mom's side of the family from. So, like, his country mixed with my country, it just, I don't know, that shit work out well. But Pope is like really good when it comes to having fun with music, but still maintaining structure. So Pope might say yeah like 30 times on the hook, but just because of where the energy is, it just makes sense. Like, yeah. It works, bro. So I don't know, that shit, working with him showed me a lot of different things as just far as like making music again. Cause every once in a while you need refreshers on like, oh, this is how you, okay, I know how to do that. Like, and then you take different things from different people. That's also the power of collaboration, because you get to, it's like having a open book test. You know what I'm saying? You get to take all the notes that somebody else used and fucking use them for yourself.
Earlier you mentioned that your dad played the drums. I knew you grew up playing sports. Why rap? Why not become a drum player or a professional athlete?
Dad drink coffee too. I don't even drink coffee like that. Man, so when I was in high school, I played football, and going into my senior year, I was supposed to be the starting quarterback. That's what I was working towards. I was doing 3-a-days.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Like, I was waking up at like 6 in the morning, going to the school, and we was practicing in the gym, bro. Like in the basketball gym. Just, it was quarterback drills, like making sure we getting the snaps right with the centers and shit like that. I was working out during school because, you know, they had weight training in school, and then after school we had football practice. So I was like getting it in high school, bro. And so going into my senior year, we went to a camp in West Georgia, and it's supposed to be a non-contact camp. And so this particular play, I was playing slot receiver. Bro, why do people drive so terribly?
Because they scared of this motherfucker on the bike, and they in the bike lane. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm playing slot receiver. I run a 5 and out. I catch the ball. I'm heading up the sideline. I'm like maybe 1 or 2 yards away from scoring a touchdown, away from the end zone. And the dude dives head first into my ankle while it's planted in the ground.
Oh my God.
And I broke my fibula, my tibia, shattered my growth plate, tore a ligament, and dislocated my ankle. Like, my shit was hanging off to the side.
God damn, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
That shit was gruesome. And so, I have 14 screws and 2 plates in my left ankle. And so going into my senior year in high school, you know what I'm saying, I'm in a wheelchair, shit like that.
So you was basically Drake in high school?
Hell yeah, I was wheelchair Willie.
Jeez, man.
That was like, bro, I'm not playing sports. Like, okay, that's a wrap. So going into college, basically, in high school, I was good at a lot of different things, but I had this one class where like I was working with computers, and like bro, I took a computer apart and put that shit back together. I've done all types of things with computers, so I was like, man, let me just go into college. Like the tech field is good. Let me get this degree in computer information systems, which was like project management. It would have been cool. Would have been making like anywhere from 80 to 100 a year, shit like that. But I got my degree in computer information systems. As I was finishing out my degree, I had gotten an internship with this company, and it was just one day, bro. Like, you know that scene in The Matrix when that opening scene when he's in the office and he just like kind of peeks up and like looks around. And it's all cubicles.
Yeah.
And the agents are like trying to find him. Like, that's what it felt like to me. And I'm just looking around, and I had been doing the same thing for maybe like a week or two. And I'm just sitting there really unenthused about where I was. And I was like, man, something has to change. I think that's when I started valeting, because I just knew that I wanted to take a different path. And yeah, I started to take music way more seriously. And I knew that it was something I wanted to do, but I knew it was possible because I had seen my sister. She always had a new hustle, so I knew it was possible to get bread outside of just working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But then also my dad had a home theater business, so I work with him during the summers and sometimes during the holidays too. But bro, it was like one summer I made a couple bands with him, and I was like 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
You know, so him owning his own business was like so eye-opening and just such a great experience for me, because it really showed me that I could do it on my own.
Yeah.
You know, and just have my own place that I could work, and not it be my like a product of myself, and not putting all my
energy into somebody else's dream.
Yeah, and making somebody else rich. So to me, it just made more sense to follow my own path and do what I wanted to do.
So let's jump into marketing real quick. On your comments, you get a lot of compliments on your rollout, your marketing strategy, and all that. Is it anybody that inspire you to market yourself the way you do? And is it any like key steps that you take?
I kind of take inspiration from everywhere when it comes to marketing and rollouts. Like I'm a sponge when it comes to that. So I'll look at a rollout and be like, oh, that's dope. I need to try to implement something like that. Or if I see a marketing campaign that just makes sense, I'll send that shit to school, and we'll be like, man, we need to do something like this.
Yeah.
And so externally, I get inspiration from damn near everywhere when it comes to marketing. But internally, me and Scoon, we go back and forth and use each other as a springboard to come up with ideas for marketing plans and things like that. Like earlier when we were talking, I was telling you that, you know, he was saying like, yo, Valentine's Day is coming up, we need to do something for the ladies. And I was like, oh, I got some shit for that. You know, sometimes my brain doesn't always go to the most obvious thing. So sometimes it's good to have that person there that's like, yo, you know that this holiday is coming up, or you know that this is about to happen. So that's good to have. And like he he helps me with that shit a lot.
What's your favorite marketing campaign? For example, mine would be the LeBron commercial when he was playing like the different roles, like the old LeBron, the young kid LeBron, working out in the pool. That commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Penny Hardaway with the little Penny when they was marketing his shoes. When Chris Rock was the little doll.
Yeah, I love that one.
And Orbit Gum.
Yeah.
Orbit, what's yours?
So honorable mention, I'm taking Penny Hardaway because that is fire.
Yeah.
But then I'm taking, my three are the ones that a lot of people might not even consider them to be marketing campaigns because it's just things that they've been living with for so long.
Yeah.
One is Got Milk. They basically took milk from another mammal and said, yeah, it's good for your bones.
Yeah.
And the calcium nutrition in milk ain't even enough to really help your bones out like that. So they just that was good just because, bro, they made a whole industry out of that.
Yeah.
Two, American breakfast. There's nothing really nutritional about breakfast. Maybe aside from eggs. Eggs are good for you.
Not really.
Not
They put
really.
mucus in the body.
Yeah, you eating another animal's mucus membrane. You really eating unborn children, which is crazy. So like you got grits, you got pancakes, all of that converts to sugar, and it really spikes your blood sugar and just kind of makes you be on a sugar high for the whole day.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, some people might disagree with it, but that's just how I feel. And then my third one is diamonds.
Like diamonds that you put in jewelry?
Yeah. So there was a marketing campaign where that's when they started to say diamonds are a woman's best friend.
Wow.
And so when they did that, that's when it kind of diamonds they weren't worthless, but they shot up in market value because women wanted them at that point. And so I mean, you see where it's at today.
Yeah, you can't even get married unless that diamond talking about something.
Exactly, bro. If that diamond ain't right, she gonna look at you. She might not even accept it. You can have all the love in the world.
Let's just date for a minute.
Yeah. I don't know if this is gonna work out for us.
Not the man I thought you were.
This ain't the diamond I thought it was.
So let's fast forward in the future, right? Atlanta Foreign Records. What are you hoping that becomes in the next 5-10 years?
Plans for Atlanta Foreign Records, mainly, it's probably going to be more so a management group. Something similar to a Rock Nation or I don't know if you heard of Solid Foundation, but that's Coach K and QCP's management group. And so there's a lot less liability in a management company than there is a record label. Because with a record label, you're essentially taking on all the risk and responsibility of trying to blow up an artist. Where with a management company, the artist is already kind of blown up or has some sort of notoriety, and you're just plugging and playing wherever you see fit or wherever you have a connection.
Basically, like just marketing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say you had some motion going and I signed you to a management deal. Now I could introduce you to maybe a network that's looking for a new personality. And if we're the catalyst that provides that opportunity for you, then we would receive a fee from that, but you will also be eating from that situation as well because you're the talent. Mm-hmm. And so that's really what it is. It's like I don't really have any anything to lose here.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
have something to gain. And so I think that's where we want to take Atlantafornia Records. And just the relationships that me and Schoon currently have and the ones that we'll be able to foster over the next 5 to 10 years is no telling the type of relationships that we'll have and be able to provide for people in order to put them in better positions, and make them, you know, like the Rihannas and J. Cole's of the world, like when they've done Rock Nation deals. So yeah, that's where I see it going.
Shit, man. That was my last question for the day. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, man, to fuck with your boy.
Yeah.
Goddamn, we can wrap it up and enjoy this coffee and blueberry muffin.
So I want some of that muffin, nigga. Pause.
Oh,
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ, bro. What are we, in prison?
Yeah.
Look at taking niggas cornbread.
You gonna eat that cornbread?
Voice acting.